Imagine two people living in Mexico. One is an engineer working in Mexico on a 2-year contract. The other one is a migrant from Morocco who decided to open up a restaurant and live here permanently. Legally, they're foreign nationals socially. We call one an expat and we call the other one an immigrant. But why? Is it a technical rule or is it just vibes? Today we're breaking down linguistics, economics, and let's be honest, the controversial wall that lies between the two words. Let's start with the basics. An expatriate, or the word expat, comes from the Latin word ex, out of, and patria, country. Historically, it's someone living outside of their native country, temporary. And the key word here is temporary. Look at it this way. Your company sends you to Mexico for work. You're going to be here for a certain amount of time, and you know exactly when you'll be returning home. So you're not necessarily trying to integrate, you're just visiting Mexico for a long period of time. Now, immigrant is someone who is staying in the country permanently. They're not looking for a return ticket. They're looking for a path to citizenship and a new life. The only difference is time. So why does the word expat sound so much fancier? Now, this is where things get spicy. In common usage, anyone from the US, Canada, or other parts of North America label themselves as an expat, even if they plan on staying here for more than 20 years. Meanwhile, people from South America are labeled as immigrants as soon as they step off the plane. Critics argue that expat has become a term of privilege. It implies that you have the choice to leave, while often immigrant carries the weight of necessity by feeling a bad economy or seeking safety. Is it fair? Probably not. By definition, a British person moving to Mexico as a retiree is technically an immigrant, but they always refer to themselves as an expat. Now, there's also the integration gap because expats always view their stay as temporary and they often live in bubbles. They don't want to learn the local language, they don't want to hang out with locals, and they just want to stay in their own company with other expats. Immigrants, on the other hand, have massive incentives to immigrate. Their kids go to local schools, they pay into the National Pension Fund, and they become a part of the fabric of the community. However, the world is changing with the rise of remote visas. So if you live in Mexico for 5 years, but you work for a company in New York, what are you? Chances are you're a bit of both. At the end of the day, both words describe the same human experience, the courage to leave a country and move somewhere that you really don't know, and the courage to leave what you know for the unknown. So whether you're an expat chasing your career or an immigrant chasing your dream, you're navigating a new world. Before we wrap up, we have to talk about the word migrant. In the media, migrant is often used for people moving in large groups, often due to a crisis. But technically, every immigrant is a migrant. By using the word expat, we often sanitize the experience of moving. We make it sound like a luxury adventure. By using immigrant, we sometimes frame it as a burden or a political issue. If we started calling British retirees in Spain British migrants, or American tech workers in Berlin American immigrants, how would our politics change? The label we choose don't just describe our status, they describe how much respect we think someone deserves for making the exact same journey. So next time you hear someone using these words, ask yourself, how long are they staying, or exactly where did they come from? Thanks again for watching. If you ever thought about moving abroad or you live abroad, let me know in the comments what you define yourself as. And don't forget to hit subscribe for more deep conversations about living abroad with Yucatan Adventures. Peace.